This isn't the direction that authorities were hoping the numbers would be going today, and alarmingly, it might not even be Victoria's peak yet.
That's right, Ash. 317 new cases of coronavirus have been recorded. That's the state's biggest spike in daily numbers since the pandemic began, and we are being warned that Victoria might not have reached its peak yet. There are right now 2,128 active cases of coronavirus. 109 people are in hospital, 29 are in ICU, and sadly, 2 men in their 80s have died from the virus, taking Victoria's toll from the virus to 29. Now, Victoria's Chief Health Officer, Professor Sutton, said that 29 is a relatively low number compared to the flu season, and the reason we have that number here in Victoria is because we have put restrictions in place, and if we didn't put them there, then we would be in a far worse position, like what is happening in other countries right around the world that are experiencing hundreds or thousands of deaths a day.
The idea that 29 deaths is nothing and that we can lift all restrictions and that we can let it run is absurd.
As the effects of the lockdown, I think, kick in, then hopefully we'll see those new case numbers fall. And so, yes, it is a big setback in Victoria.
Authorities say that we are starting to see some stability in these case numbers. Now, we are week 1 into a 6-week lockdown here in Melbourne, so it is expected that in the next few days those numbers will drop. Now, the Premier did want to point out that we are not in a unique position here in Victoria, and countries right around the world are experiencing a second wave, but he did change his tune on stage 4 restrictions being around the corner.
Now, I know there's been a lot of discussion, a lot written and said about possible stage 4. There are no announcements to be made about that today. We, of course, plan for every single contingency, but it's well too early for us to be moving to a whole new stage.
Ash, in response to this second wave, all Category 3 elective surgeries will be paused in Melbourne to free up hospital beds.